Hey guys, Cole Behan on behalf of 412 Films here. Well, needless to say, things really got amazing thus far for the channel. Can't believe I'm already at 500 subs, and I want to thank you all so much for that. And more importantly, all the other characters from 412 Films want to thank you for that as well. Just, if you guys can tell, I'm at my aunt's place in Arizona, knowing of what's going on. But more importantly, this is an update plus a Q&A to celebrate the 500 subs. And I just want to thank you all so much who has been here in support of 412 Films. And most importantly, right now, my little bros just for life could use some support. Please go show them their love and support that they might need any way they can. But in the meantime, though, this live stream has been something I've been waiting to do since my time in Vegas. But since I'm here in Arizona, I thought maybe it'd be fitting to talk about the update first before I get to the Q&A. And if you guys want to leave me some questions right now, I'd be more than glad to answer. But for right now, here is update number one. Number one, more importantly, with a lot happening on the channel, I have been making a lot of changes as of late. Not just myself personally, but so has my business partner, along with everyone else that I care about, more importantly. And the board of directors of 412 Films and I have been discussing ideas and making things amazing for this channel. And we're going to do whatever it takes to give you guys the best video any way we can, so that way you guys can never forget. So that way you guys can never forget some amazing moments, just like ones you've seen thus far. And I promise you guys that there will be a series on Bell, Hikaru, and Hyuga, and Dante and Iger Rise. And of course, there's going to be something new coming to the channel, which I will not say what it is. It's going to be a surprise, so feel free to tune into that, and I promise you guys that you're going to love what it's going to be. But in the meantime, though, there's something else I want to talk about, and this is update number two. Now, for update number two, it's just that this has been eating me up for a while, but all of you guys have known that after I lost my friend Jeffrey, it was really hard on me. And for everyone who has been there from that last year, who has been there, who had my back, like my friends, my family, including everyone here now, I want to thank you all so much for that, for being here for that. Let me be in there for that. And the Memorial Battle Royal for Jeffrey Coles was a way to keep the spirit and the memory of my friend alive, because I just will never forget him for all the great things he's done, not just for me personally, but everyone who that they have looked up to and helped him throughout the past. So starting by each year at every TNW Las Vegas in your house, I've decided that this Memorial Battle Royal will be a traditional thing, paying tribute to Jeffrey Coles. And I thank you all for that so much, for tuning into that. Now then, there is other things I just want to say is that don't forget, things have really got amazing for this channel. Some newer talent for showing up, like Belle Dizora and Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong. And more importantly, there has been other things going on that I think you guys are going to be very surprised about, for the newer talent at least. But I'm not going to say who it is. It will spoil the surprise. But while more importantly, though, I almost forgot to mention, folks, is that 412 Films is a channel that supports every other YouTuber out there, not just like the voice acting community, who has done amazing things for for the world today and who has inspired so many great people. More importantly, if any of you have any questions, please feel free to leave it in the chat. But more importantly, though, I almost forgot to mention, like, yesterday was Sonic's birthday, and I know I didn't get a chance to do anything for this character, but this character, I mean, for my version of Sonic, it's kind of complicated to talk about, and I don't want to bring it up at this point. More importantly, though, I almost forgot to mention that things have really intensified enough that I've seen so many great YouTubers come and go, but mostly hearing a lot about newer things going on for their channels and everything else. But let's just move on from that. But the real reason for update number 2 is because I have been through so much as it is, and knowing the whole situation, let's just say that for the channel, not only have I been taking a month off from my wrestling work, but I have also been doing whatever it takes to give you guys some amazing videos. And I promise you all that no matter what happens, there will be more wrestling videos out there. And more importantly, I've decided for the first time ever, on the community tab, I'm going to let you guys decide on what matches you want to see. What's up, Charles? Glad you can make it. More importantly, what I'm trying to say is that for the first time ever, I've decided to try to create a TNW show that will not be a daily thing. I've decided that starting by next week on Tuesday, to pay tribute to some of the great YouTubers I know today, and more importantly, everyone else. And right now, though, this has already gotten emotional for me because I'm just going through so much, and I just don't want to talk about it. But anyways, what I'm trying to get at is basically there have been so many great people I know already that have supported my channel, and I want to thank you all so much for that. But what I'm really trying to get at is, starting by next Tuesday, for TNW standards, it's going to be viewers' choice on what matches you all want to see. And if anyone has amazing matchup ideas, let me know as soon as I leave up the community tab. I'll be more than glad to make that happen. But as far as right now is considered, I have something to get off my chest real quick. For the past few months, it's just that 412 Films has been feeling like a production, but I have not been coming up with ideas as of late because half of my mind has been awake and asleep for, I'd say, months now on end. But throughout the summer, things were going great and things were getting amazing. Until I got the news that my brother's dog was having puppies. I had to come out here for that. I just didn't want to come out at first because so much hard work to do. I've never taken care of puppies before. It's just so hard to do at times. So heartful experiences. But to me, after witnessing the cutest puppies, the world today. If you guys been seeing the videos, yeah, they're the cutest I've ever seen in my life. But I've been having so much on my mind after that. Just so much on my mind. But yet Jeffrey has been on my mind since then. Because I lost him since last summer. And I know that, hey, what's up, GGP? Glad you can make it. It's just after I lost Jeffrey in the middle of the summer, it's been pretty hard on me ever since. And it still kind of is a little bit, but I just want to thank you all for being here for that, being supportive, no matter what the odds are. Yet, no matter what, that was the hardest time of my life last year in the summer, just losing someone like that. But I know that he wouldn't want me to quit or anything else like that. He would want me to keep going. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. But he wouldn't want me to quit. It'd just be like a disrespectful thing in the face. But it's just from then and now on, I've decided to keep the spirit of Jeffrey Coles going. More likely, we wanted to keep the spirit of Jeffrey Coles alive because he was the heart of 412 Films and what inspired me to do so much, including my friends who inspired me to do so much, like Gene Diddy 76, David, more precisely, McInerney 76, Sonic Dragon Girl 23, and almost every other YouTuber I know really inspired me to do so much, including everyone I really care about. And I'm very thankful that you guys are really thankful that you guys are here because you guys have a big heart on your sleeves, and I want to thank you all for that. Because starting by tomorrow on the community tab, or should I say, starting by after the stream on the community tab, I'm going to have you guys pick some of the best matches you want to see for the TNW show. Because it won't be in a TNW ring. I've decided that it will take place in a TNW show I like to call Viewer's Choice. Well, that's a good question, GP. The one thing I love about that is because it's going to be an interesting rivalry between you and Cammy. All I could say is that's going to be so much fun for GWE standards. And if you guys have not seen any GWE wrestling yet from my friend, I'll be sure to send you a link to his playlist so you guys can see a lot of GWE. So that way you guys will not miss out on everything. Because TNW Viewer's Choice, and I'm going to have you guys vote on who should fight Gohan for the TNW Intercontinental Championship. Ah! Dang it. Scared the heck out of me. Because for Viewer's Choice, I decided to have so many great title matches planned out where you guys at home will decide what matches you want to see, and more importantly, in championship matches, you guys are going to choose on who are going to fight for championship gold. Starting off will be the TNW Video Game Wars Championship vote, and that will be very interesting. Oh, dang it, Sonic. Anyways, for Viewer's Choice, you guys are going to be picking on some deserving superstars I mean, I'm going to put on the votes on which superstars, like what one you want to see get a title shot against new TNW Video Game Wars champion Dexter Lumis. While more importantly, one will be the TNW and ECW World United States Tag Team titles because Randy Orton and, of course, Matt Riddle will put their tag titles on the line. And I'll put up any random tag team you guys want to see get a shot at those tag titles. That matchup will be a Tornado tag team match as planned. And it's for you guys. And then, of course, the HWF Hardcore Championship belt. Then you guys at home are going to decide on which superstar is going to defend, on which superstar is going to go after the Hardcore title against Rowan Noah Zorro. And then there's one match in particular I've been wanting to do for a long time that I thought would never happen. And sooner or later, it will be amazing. The ultimate dream match that nobody thought that they would ever see. John Cena versus Hulk Hogan. It just happened one time before, but this time we're doing it again. Dang it, Kenny Omega, get the heck out of here. So, for John Cena and Hogan's match, you guys are going to vote on who you want to see. More likely not who you want to see, but on what match you guys want to see in the votes. Because they will be laid out on a few random votes, whatever match you guys decide, and that winner of the votes will be shown on TNW's Viewer's Choice. And finally, in our main event, I know that Boruto Uzumaki wants a rematch for the HWF World Heavyweight title, knowing that he never lost the title. And if Batman is watching this, I'm sorry to say this, Bats, but Boruto never lost the world title, so he's going to have to get his rematch for the title. So, therefore, yeah, I know you are, Cena. We know. What I'm trying to get at is, for this matchup, you guys are going to decide on what match you want to see between Boruto Uzumaki and the best god in the world, the Batman, for the HWF World Heavyweight title. Jay Reigns has been through so much defending his TNW World Heavyweight title, but luckily he's getting the night off. But however, at our next TNW pay-per-view event next month in July is TNW Road to Redemption. And I promise you guys that you're going to be getting something amazing. And some of the greatest matches of all time. But since Roman Reigns has already won his opportunity to fight Batman for the HWF World Heavyweight title, I'm like, well, he won, so it doesn't matter. But speaking of the Bloodline, the last two matches I forgot to mention before the main event, that Solo Sikoa won the HWF European title, and I'm going to have you guys decide at home who you want to face, but when the names pop up, and I'll be sure to leave that to you. Batman. It's not Naruto. It's Boruto Uzumaki. Naruto's son. Now then. Just so. Ugh. Let me get to the point. Yeah, he is upset about it, and he's desperate to try to become the HWF World Heavyweight Champion. Well, actually, it felt great because Jimmy and Jey Uso have already been through so much after they left, and it's not fair on how Roman treated them. And I have to say that was like the ultimate show of disrespect, in my opinion. And honestly, it looked like a lot of great storytelling, in my opinion. But, anyways, speaking of the Usos, not only will the fans at home decide on which superstar is going to face the HWF European Champion, Solo Sikoa, but everyone at home for this final match will decide on which tag team. Oh, he is. Don't worry. Well, like I was saying, and you guys are going to decide on which tag team is going to get a shot at the Bloodlines HWF World Tag Team titles against the Usos. The names will pop up on the votes, and when that time comes, trust me, I think you guys are gonna love these votes. But knowing the situation these days, I'm just kind of shocked about it, to be honest. That was the end of update number 2, and here's the third and final update, number 3. Knowing that the 412 and Sonic series has been put on hold for quite a while now, I promise you guys there will be a project out starting by before July, because there's something I've been trying to do for a while now, but I just don't know on how it's going to turn out. But I just hope you guys love it, because it is something amazing. And if everyone saw the trailer to the resurrection of Eddie Munson, that's going to be put on hold until as soon as possible, and soon as everyone does their lines, and of course, as soon as everything is created, then I promise that will be out as soon as possible. While more importantly, I almost forgot to mention that there has been so much on my mind for this, because the 412 and Sonic series has been like my creation since 2019 of October. I've been dreaming about doing this ever since I started watching a lot of great projects like Scourge of Darkness, Diddy's Birthday Party, and more importantly, my all-time favorite project that I remember to this day that Laurel did, Living in Limbo. Sure, I may have been a part of it, back then, but I was very, very happy. Young Bucks, get the heck out of this stream. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah. Since I was part of Living in Limbo at the time, I never knew how far it would have gotten along with Laurel, but we knew deep down. But I knew deep down in my mind it was a lot of fun to do. But I was very, very thankful that I got a chance to voice 23 Sonic at that time. It was a lot of fun. But you guys at home are probably wondering to yourselves, Cole, why have you been taking a break from everything else you're working on, let alone other things like TNW, ACW, and HWF, and all the other wrestling shows, for example, within the month. Well, it's just that I need 1 month off from my work because my vocals have been getting the best of me. Yeah, you tell him, Charles. Anyways, my vocals have been getting the best of me for the past month, and knowing the situation, for the past years, my vocals have been getting the best of me. Let's just say it's really gotten amazing. And well, look who decided to join us, Josh from Drake and Josh. Yeah, like that, because my vocals have been getting the best of me since day one, and I already know the situation because, needless to say, that I've been commentating for years, and I've been doing it for Lord only knows how long. Uh, you're dang right, the Shield are the best. Jon Moxley, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, nothing can replace the Shield because Shield for life. Anyways. What I'm trying to get at is that so far for this channel, it's been getting emotional for me, really hard on my vocals every time I work. Josh, actually, Drake, you were supposed to show up here about an hour ago. Anyways, where was I? Oh, yeah. Basically, my vocals kept getting worn out all the time. Every time I did commentary, I felt like James Hetfield when he blew his voice box when he was working on the Black album. Oh, really? So come on in then. In the meantime, though, I already know how hard things are these days, but I know things will get better in time. But here's a word of advice I've learned from Eddie Guerrero. And he passed away years ago. It was 2005 of November he passed away, and that was really a part of me. And something I'll never forget. Eddie Guerrero was the main reason why I got into wrestling. And if there's one thing Eddie Guerrero once said, and that was follow your heart. If you don't follow your heart, you just don't know where you're going to go. But more importantly, I have something on my mind at this point. I just don't want to say it, but let me say this though: is that oh, do ya? Anyways, the thing is that GWE has been put on hold because GHP and I are still working on something for his channel, which is Star Wars Redeem of the Force Chapter 5th. And we promise you guys we will have it scheduled premiered right before this Christmas. And that's a promise we're going to keep. GWE has been put on hold until then. But more importantly, though, we have some amazing things cooked up for GWE, and we promise you guys we think you're going to love it. Thank you. Now then, On the other hand, there has been so much on my mind knowing that TNW Viewers Choice is going to be big, and I'm just praying and hoping that you guys love on the choices I pick and who you guys want to go after the titles and what matches I have in mind. I forgot to mention that the other match that I've scheduled for Viewers Choice is not a title match. Knowing Boruto and Batman is part of that Viewers Choice. Thanks for that, Josh. Now then, I have, knowing Hogan and Cena, I've already mentioned, are part of that. Actually, those matches have already been announced, but whatever matches I select for both of those, feel free to have fun on what match you want to see when the votes are up. I'll be more than glad to make it happen. But one more thing. There's one more match in particular happening on ACW coming up in July. And that my friends and I think you guys are going to love it. Bel Dizora versus the ACW World Heavyweight Champion, and it will not be on the ACW show. It will be a non-title match. Bel Dizora versus the new ACW World Heavyweight Champion, Jon Moxley, in a non-title match. Oh boy, Leo Cleason, I still have my appointment with you, but don't worry, we'll get to that. Now then, Bel Dizora will take on Jon Moxley in a preview because I've decided that for next month's Divide and Conquer taking place in Kentucky, it will be Jon Moxley versus Bel Dizora for the ACW World Heavyweight title. And fourth and finally, I'm going to say this, that things have really gotten amazing. Now then, since there are a few questions on this chat, since that was the last of the 3 updates, does anyone else have any questions before I end this live stream? Because it's just, man, so much has happened while I was out here. Just, my God. Bel Dizora is my son, after all. And I promise you that Bel Dizora will be the next champion. Because I've been wanting to do this for a while and send a message to Jon Moxley. Moxley, you may have been ACW World Champion after winning it. Nurse, just make sure that the patient waits patiently, because bring in a translator if you have to. Anyways, Mox, you've done it all already in AEW. Sure, you may have been AEW World Champion on numerous times. You survived a barbed wire exploding death match. You've been through so many hardcore matches throughout your careers. And heck, you even got a pizza cutter for your troubles. There's so much I've already respect for all you've done for this business, Moxley. All I could say is that soon, my boy, Beldizora is going to take the ACW World Heavyweight Championship to the next level because the Dark Prince will be the ACW World Heavyweight Champion and one of the best champions of all time. And soon, you are going to see Beldizora I will do the help, nurse. But right now, it's not now. Just give me a minute. But anyways, Beldizora has been through so much as it is. He doesn't even know who his real parents are. He was raised by his grandfather for a long time. But I know Beldizora will make it big in ACW. And soon he will be in TNW with his family. The blood of the Behan clan. And that's the real bloodline right there. And we were the only tag team to ever beaten the bloodline personally. Call me a kid again, Mox. And trust me, Beldizora will show you what will happen if you do call me a kid. Because there's so much I can take in my life, but there's so much problems I've had in my life. But I know I always talk to my friends all the time for a reason. Because I love every one of them like family. But most of all, though, Mox, where were you when Renee Young had her child? Huh? Sure, you may have been working all day and all night for AEW to become the world champion 2 times. I respect that. But real family stick together. And nothing can break the bond between a father and a son. And all I can say is, at ACW Divide and Conquer in Kentucky, let the war zone begin. Yeah, just forget it, Mox. Just forget it. But anyways, is there any more questions before I end the live stream here? Awkward silence. No questions. Let's start off with GHPs. Yeah, if we do see Cody Rhodes in GWE after GWE Survivor Series Superhero Showdown, that will be the best one. I think nobody can forget. And yeah, Sonic, you kind of did scared me a little bit, and I didn't see that one coming. All right. Any more questions? No. Okay. I'm gonna get off here and end the stream, but I want to thank you guys so much for coming. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss another video. Oh, one more? Okay. A back credit card, really? Nostalgia Critic, if you're in that chat, get out of here. You're not even invited to this chat because you and I still have a match coming up at one of the GWE events. Well, the answer to that, all I could say is, Charles, yes. Jimmy and Jay will definitely have the advantage because they had tag team experience. They've been teaming with each other for years. And it's been decades since then. Yep, just in the nick of time. Whoa! Get the heck out of here, Critic. Save it for the ring. But yet, there is so much on my mind. And needless to say, that this month before July is going to be fun. Anyways, like I said before, thank you all so much for watching. Please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss another video. And more importantly, please give this live stream a big thumbs up because I want to thank you all so much for the support. And there's no doubt about it in my mind. There has been so much on my mind for quite over the past year now. And sooner or later for the TNW Hall of Fame induction ceremony, I wish I can do that, but it's not easy these days. Hey, Jordan. Anyways, like I said, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. I know, it's been a while. Like I said, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications so you don't miss another YouTube video. And you'll be notified when another video gets uploaded or premiered. Because stay tuned to July 1st for Bel Daizora's birthday, my son's. Most precisely, yeah, for Bel Daizora's birthday special. Because coming up this July is Bel Daizora's birthday. And I'm just shocked about it because Bel Daizora has been through so much already in ACW's record books, let alone everything else, after debuting, taking out LA Knight. And plus, guys, stay tuned to the community tabs. Not only will you see votes and everything else, but you'll see a huge update of what is to come. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching this live stream. Thank you all so much for watching. Because stay tuned to the community tabs so you guys might see the votes on who are going to be the participants and what the matches will be. Anyways, you guys have a great weekend, and I promise you things are going to be amazing coming up this Tuesday. And that's the bottom line. Why? Because Quote 412 told you so. Oh, heck yeah!